there, people, and welcome back to the Quake Sea, various mods and whatnot that we have. Anyway, this time around, we're checking out Quake Flares. This is not the flare thing that we were checking out last time. No, this is a totally different mod. Anyway, this was made by Steve Bond on August 7th of 1996. Anyway, this is basically a dot file that gives you flares similar to the flares in Descent. These are spike-shaped flares that you shoot into a wall, floor, or ceiling to light up dark areas. Oh, rather convenient as opposed to, losing a gun, as in the other one. Excellent for marking a team's position path in co-op games, too. So the flares give off a dim light when you fire them, and shortly after they stick in the wall and will sizzle and spark to life, brightly illuminating the area around it. After 7 or so seconds at full burn, the flare will dim again, and 15 seconds later, it will burn out. That's not exactly very useful for co-op or anything like that, because 15 seconds kind of means that, it's going to blast through rather quickly. Yeah, I just can't imagine that, being useful because of how fast it burns out. And I don't really think it's that useful to really mark ways anyway. Doesn't really matter too much for co-op. So yeah, needless to say, you can see by all the dead bodies and all that would help. So anyway, basically it tells you how to do different stuff. And yeah, this one's going to require you using Impulse 30. And so yeah, other than that, basically that's really all there is to this thing, is that basically it's using Impulse 30, and it basically allows you to use flares. Amazing concept, right? Yeah, totally. Anyway, besides that, what else do we have here? Wait a minute, I just lost my README file. Let me get back to my README file quickly, because I didn't mean to close it. So anyway, it doesn't matter which weapon you are currently using when you fire flares. I never intended to make a flare gun for Quake. Just flares that are handy and quick to deploy. You can only fire one flare every half second. This is partly to keep from accidentally launching 2 flares at a time. Also, light rendering in Quake tends to take a little time, especially with bright lights. So I imposed a limit to keep you from going crazy, flinging flares everywhere and slowing your game to a crawl. I didn't want to put a cap on how many flares can be burning at once, because you never know when you might just need one more flare. Just use your better judgment. Sample how slow your game gets when you launch a couple in the same room. Flares will do 1 hit point of damage if you hit a player or monster with them. Flares will disappear if they hit a door or a platform. They simply cause too many problems if they're allowed to stick to such things. However, if you fire a flare while standing waist deep in water, it will sometimes disappear, and other times it will hit down the way a bit from you. You'll see what I mean. I cannot find any code that would basically dictate that spikes should be treated differently when you're standing in water. I'll look into it. Alright, so let's load up this thing and see what exactly flares are about. Oh wait, I'm essentially load up QC! No, I didn't mean to load up QC! That won't help me at all. Especially since it's just a very vanilla installation. But oopsie daisy, I still have QC. Why did I still have that? I probably was doing something involving QC. Well, that's beside the point. Let me fix that up. I didn't realize I would still have that. Huh. Okay, let's load it up. Let's play it. Let's do different things. And let's fire some flares and stuff. A good level for darkness is E4M8. It's very dark here. And so therefore, it's a great level to light up stuff. It's the living dead! Wait a minute, I don't have a weapon! No, this is a bad idea! But before I die, there we are, there's a light. Look at that. And there we are! A couple lights. My god, they bright lights. You're a lot brighter than the flare guns. The living dead are out to kill me! Yeah, as you see, they last a little bit, but they eventually disappear. So they aren't so bad as I thought. Like, 15 seconds is a long time. Oh god. They are dying! They are dying! Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! Just keep firing flares, don't worry, something will happen. Hey, we get surrounded. Okay, so let's load up something else. Something else that's, you know, E3M3 or something, I don't know. Brightness! That's a flare, everybody. So it just sizzles for a few seconds, then it just sits here for a while. Slightly goes a bit dimmer. As time goes on, then it stays like this for a little bit. He's gonna see me, isn't he? No, and it totally just faded out. Amazing. Okay, so we need a map with water. What's number 4? Bullseye, run for your life! Make up that wall, run for your life! Seems like underwater, it's perfectly fine. Look at all these night lights! This could help definitely on bad maps that, you know, don't really light things up manually for me. But hooray, I have a way to navigate and lurk now! Anyway, I need a map with just surface level water. E1M3. That'll do it. This is it. Zombie guy my freaking way. God, this is lots of pain. Just keep moving. Okay, so here's some water. If I press H or G. I'm not really sure what he was talking about, people. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that bug. I've tried doing it underwater, works perfectly fine. I've tried doing it here, works perfectly fine. And yeah, basically it's saying specifically for ways the chest height will sometimes disappear. Let's see here. If I go like here, I see, yeah, sometimes it's just disappearing flat out. Sometimes they'll just like shoot out far away. I see, okay. Useful enough. So many lights everywhere. It's so bright and shiny. Quick, onto that platform while shooting this. Oh god, it doesn't shoot into the elevators. No god, the zombie's on the platform with me. No, he's stopping the elevator from going up. Oh god, the zombies are becoming intelligent! Oh god! Wait, why is he not throwing at me? Hi. Hi! What is this? What is this and why is this a thing? Taste Flare! Taste Flare, you monster! On guard! For the greater glory of mankind! Well, this is interesting. This is what happens when you give me a flare. I shoot a zombie in a broken elevator. He's learning! Shiny. Anyway, that is Flares in a nutshell, people. As you see, really just yet another impulse key that just does a little feature. But, yeah, rather better than trying to use a flare gun in my eyes. A flare gun, of course, makes more logical sense in terms of the game, because it actually gives you some limit, as opposed to, you know, indefinite shooting them everywhere and just having fun. But, yeah, the problem with that one was the fact that it was wasting one of the guns that was already there. And so that ended up rather bad because it kind of wasted one of the more important guns to kind of be having. So yeah, this one, not exactly that useful or whatnot. Like, you know, it can be useful for like lighting up dark areas. I just don't really know when there's many dark areas to make it like hard to see in somewhere. I mean, I guess it could be useful or something like that, so that way you could actually, like, see in the darkness. Like I said, it all depends on what exactly the map is, but it feels like if the map is going to be dark, that it's almost, like, intended to be dark. And by using something like this, you're going to just end up exploiting the map and basically taking advantage of it. Yeah, it feels like it breaks the intention of various maps. Like, say you have a pitch dark area, it feels like the game's intent was to, you know, have it so you couldn't see somewhere. And this will just kind of make it so you're just able to spam lights everywhere and, you know, not really have to worry about that. So needless to say, not really something I like for that one reason. Definitely could make sense for a co-op server otherwise or something like that. But like I said, I just don't really want to like become exploitive or something like that, or like just be spamming flares everywhere and, you know, break in the intent of maps. You know, like I said, that's kind of one thing I don't really want to be doing whatnot with like the server or something like that. Maybe making it harder or something like that because I'm sadistic. But like I said, if a map was intended to be dark, I kind of want it to remain dark. It just kind of makes more sense in that way. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Here's Ben in the Adventure. Very pointless, but I shall see you all next time.